Well, guys, here we go. The book's not even hot off the presses yet, and we've already got the Watts spin doctors out on full patrol doing damage control over the Oxy situation. Of course, they had to call Chris up at the prison and let him know that people are accusing your family, Ronnie, poor little Jamie, Sarah Jamie. People are thinking she might have gave you the Oxy. So now, what is Chris saying? What is his thing now? Well, when he told the author, Sherilyn Cadle, that he would take that to the grave where he got the Oxy that he gave to try to cause a miscarriage. Well, now he's saying he got it at home. It was in the bin, in one of the medicine bins in the basement. And he took it on the airplane with him. You can go listen to it over at True Crime Rocket Science. I can post a link to their video where they've got audio of Chris saying this. Of course, they had to call and get him on tape saying this to clear everybody. Now it's just throwing suspicion all over Shenanigan. They're going to say she was a pillhead. She had bottles of Oxy all over the house. It really doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out Chris is lying. Chris is a liar. The one thing I do believe that he did take it on the airplane. I don't believe he got it from his family, but I do not believe he got it out of the basement. Why else would he be so hesitant to tell her where he got it from? Like he was protecting somebody. And now I'm already hearing people saying he's trying to protect Shanann because it was hers. He didn't want people to think bad of her. I'll post a link, but this is absolutely ludicrous. You know, you got the Watts camp doing this damage control. Now it's going to be all over Shenanigan. Like she just kept big tubs of Oxy around the house. Yeah, I don't believe it for a minute. I just had to put this out here because it's just ridiculous. Okay, since I got that rant out of the way, I'll if you don't know what's going on, the book is coming out, Letters from Christopher, and the author has indicated that Chris has admitted to giving Shanann oxycodone to try to induce a miscarriage. He gave conflicting stories about when he gave it to her, but now he is saying he did give it to her the first day he arrived in North Carolina, that he brought it with him on the airplane, and he had told Miss Cadle that he wouldn't tell her where he got the Oxy from, that he would take that to his grave. That's something that he would not reveal to her. Well, now, since the Watts have found this information out, they've talked to Chris in the prison and got him to say on tape that that's not true now, that he got the Oxy from his own home out of their medicine bins. So I just wonder how many more times this is going to happen as more things are revealed from the book, and they're going to come back and try to discredit these things one by one. I don't know. I think it's probably because people were saying it could have been a member of his family or something to that effect. But I do believe he probably brought it on the plane with him, but I don't think he got it at home. And I'm not going to say who I think he got it from. But he didn't say. Now, Rocket Science has this tape. Apparently, a member of the Watts clan has contacted True Crime Rocket Science, sent him an email along with an audio tape of Chris's voice, and he doesn't sound too thrilled in this little audio clip. He sounds like he's got a bit of an attitude. So, I don't know. How can you believe anything the man says now? He says one thing and then retracts it, says another thing and then retracts that, you know. Every day it's a different story. But I feel that he's pressured by his family to take that little piece of information back. He didn't really sound too thrilled about what he's saying. Take a listen to it. Let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts? It's like his family doesn't want to believe anything he says. He's trying to tell them. They won't listen. And he puts it in this book, and now he's having to retract what he said then. So I'm curious as to what Miss Cadle will have to say about these new revelations that he's saying that he got it at home. We shall see. There are a few clues in the discovery about the oxy. We know, based on the discovery, that he did Google search oxycodone. He misspelled the codone part. But that's one of the searches that he did delete from his search history, so they were not able to provide an actual date that he searched for that term, but they were able to tell that he did search it, just not a specific date. And then you go to, and the reason I think he did bring it from Colorado with him on the plane is because the night that he arrived in North Carolina, that night Shanann got sick, very, very sick, and was vomiting, and Chris didn't seem to care. That was in Frankie's interview portion, and Shanann was very sick right after Chris arrived. And the reason I don't think his family probably gave it to him is because he didn't even see them until like the last day or two that he was in North Carolina. And therefore, I believe he did bring it with him. But I don't believe, who knows what to believe at this point, but from the first thing that he told Miss Cadle is that he wouldn't provide her the information where he got it from, as if he was protecting someone. But now that he has spoke to the Watts camp, that story has now changed. So I'm kind of inclined to go with his first story, that he didn't want to reveal where he got it from. And that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. There's always something new going on in Watts world. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.